Hey everyone, welcome to Kernels, where we discuss short films. Today's short film is Gut Punch from 2023, directed by Jon Ryan Sugimoto.
Yeah, and remember, I think the reason why I thought we watched this is because we watched the trailer, which is it was
Ah,
super short and it was just them talking, like doing the inventory of like who ordered the what and everything.
yeah, because they
It's
didn't
like the
have
very
enough.
first shot in the short, and I think that's why I totally thought we watched this.
No,
Uh,
but even when we were kind of chatting about it, my YouTube had that red line as if I'd watched it. So I'm like, oh, why are we rewatching this? We've already seen it. But we realized we hadn't watched it, so we watched it. And we'll talk about it now.
and I'm super happy that we did because this was I had so much fun like watching this. It was hilarious where it's like just normal conversations happening in a bodega, I guess
Yeah,
you call it from the East Coast, but like just a corner store for us from the West Coast and everything. It was hilarious.
it was short. Like, before we started recording, you and I were kind of chatting about it, but it was just 12, 13 minutes. It didn't feel like that. Like, I finished it yesterday and I was like, wait, it's over already? Because I was so into it.
Yeah, and it's funny. What one of the notes I have for myself is that when they're like arguing about like prebiotics, probiotics,
Yeah. Antibiotics.
postbiotics, antibiotics, and stuff,
Hmm.
and I was like, Patty and I have had that crazy ass conversation of like, what is prebiotics? What's probiotics? What's
But were you inebriated? Or was this a
I
sober
probably I don't back
conversation?
then maybe I don't.
Okay. Because I'm like, when they were going through it, I was like, I'd never thought about that, but that's definitely a conversation I would have with somebody.
I was
My
like
thing was the crediblewebsite.com. That shit had me laughing.
So much stuff in here was hilarious.
The niece was a mess. Her doing things to everybody that comes into the store.
Yeah, basically. And then the source of the sexually transmitted infection.
Yeah, and didn't want to tell anybody. Yeah, they just take the pills at the very end. You're like, come on,
Right.
man.
I love the way they acted and everything where like the main guy, the shop owner was like the government. It's like, yeah,
Just
whenever you say the
suspicious of
government, it's
everything.
like someone's gonna show up or call your phone.
They're listening in on us. They're watching us.
It was hilarious. I don't know. I guess it's like one of the main questions that we typically ask ourselves, and I think I know our thoughts on this. It's like, do
Mhm.
you want to see more of this?
Yeah, I would like the fact that I finished it and I was like, wait, that's it. I would for sure want to see more, see how things play out, see who else. Because it's a bodega, you know you're gonna get the wildest characters. It's like on the West Coast we have 7-Elevens, and it's just the most ridiculous people that come into 7-Eleven. So I can
Yeah,
only imagine what they have in the East Coast with bodegas.
and it's like I've seen TV shows that have come out, and they're like they are about owning a convenience store,
Oh yeah,
and I
Kim's
think
Convenience. Yeah,
yeah, that this will be, I think, something I would enjoy seeing as like a little short, like 10 episode arc of like who the hell comes into this store all the time.
yeah.
Is the store owner gonna figure out that his niece is the one that gives everyone all the stuff?
Plagued everybody, just plagued the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, so it's like, and do they ever figure out whether or not drinking kombucha is bad for non-alcoholic people?
I could see this being like a superstore type of show, with just like random antics happening in the background, and they just cut to it.
I can see that too, where it's like that was like some of the most funny parts of Superstore, where it's
Yeah.
like it cuts to those like, and you know it too when it cuts to that one character or that one customer. You're like, I've seen that at Walmart. I've seen that at
Hmm.
7-Eleven.
I was at Walmart. Was that yesterday or Saturday? And just saw some thing. Yeah, I saw some things. I'm like, this is real life? Like, how is this real life right now?
It's like, what we used to say when we were like living together, right out of college. It's like nothing good happens at Walmart after 10 p.m.
Honestly, yeah, that's like Denny's. That Denny's is still whew.
Yeah.
It's a wild Denny's.
In terms of like, we definitely wanted more. I think, like you said, when it ended, you're like, oh crap, it ended and everything.
Yeah.
You're like, this was, I think, a well put together short that you definitely want more. Who would you recommend this to?
Oh, anybody looking for a laugh. Because people don't have much time nowadays. They got to do a million and one things. So this was digestible enough for anybody just to sit down for 12, 13 minutes and just laugh and have a good time.
I think so. I think everyone has a family text chat between everyone and their family. Yeah. I think I'm gonna just send them the link and be like, just watch it. Just put it on and listen to it or whatever. And I think you'll have a laugh and everything.
It'd be hard not to.
Right? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's like the main thing. It's like, I think anybody that just wants to have like a quick little laugh. And actually, the short film is well done. It's well written. It's well,
the characters
put together.
Characters are great.
Yeah, and
work well together.
Do you think? I guess like a last question. Do you think this was actually filmed inside of a convenience store or a bodega, or on a stage?
I think they really filmed it in a bodega. Yeah, I think they did. Because I don't know. Yeah, they probably know. It's probably one of those East Coast things. Like, I know a guy.
Yeah, right.
And that guy set him up for a couple hours. Like, all right, let me get a cut of it. You can film your short movie in here.
And I bet you he didn't even close. He was like, whoever comes in is part of your thing.
Make sure they pay while you're filming and you're good.
I don't know. I love this, and I think if like we ever see anything more from them, I think we should always just make it that we're gonna watch it. Yeah. And so anything more from the director, anything more from these actors and actresses, I think definitely we should watch it.
Future Kernels,
right? And possibly a future TV dinner if they decide to make an actual TV show.
Oh, a TV show, yeah. Hey, we're rooting for it.
Yeah, right. Well, let us know if you've seen this. It's called Gut Punch on YouTube. We'll link to the YouTube video in our video description, and let us know if you liked it, disliked it in the comments, and please like to subscribe to Saturday Night Popcorn for more kernels like these.